Hi, I'm Kathleen. I'm 29 years old, and I've had type 1 diabetes for 12 years. For 10 of those years, I've been on an insulin pump. I've also been able to be part of the artificial pancreas clinical trials, which was great to see how much technology is advancing in the diabetes field. Right now, I'm a nanny, and next year I'm going to be a graduate student. I'm also getting married, and hopefully in the future I'll be able to get my PhD as well as have a family. I love being active, and I love trying to live life to its fullest, even though at times it can be a little bit challenging with diabetes. If I were able to speak with the CEO of a major diabetes company, one of the things that I would let them know is that the innovation and tools that they come up with directly affect the lives of so many people with type 1 diabetes and type 2. I think it's important for them to remember that we all come from different backgrounds, and also we all handle our lives in different ways. One of the biggest ways that I think my diabetes can be better controlled is through device integration. So many people use a CGMS, a blood glucose meter, as well as an insulin pump. If we were able to wirelessly have that connected to something that we carry every day with us, say a cell phone, that would be amazing. It already keeps track of so many other things that are important to us, such as our calendar, our email, different appointments that we might have. I feel like the integration would allow us to be more proactive in our own healthcare. In addition, I think just on a very social aspect, it's so much more socially acceptable to pull out your phone and check to see why your insulin pump is beeping, rather than pulling it out of your bra at a very crowded restaurant. Another thing that I would ask the diabetes companies to consider, especially the insulin pump companies, is that their products will be durable. So many of us lead very active lives, and it's so important that we can trust that our pumps or other diabetes devices are going to withstand basic pressures of everyday life. I'm not talking about dropping it specifically, although I know that sometimes happens, but recently I wore mine in my bra for the day. While this isn't an absolutely odd experience, it was quite hot, and by the end of the day, this is what happened. Thankfully, we have great warranties for this, and I am able to trade it in. But it would also be nice to know that I don't have to live without my insulin pump for a day. And the one other thing that I would ask is more flexible tubing. I'm not talking about the tubing specifically, but where the tubing connects to the site. I've noticed that some of the biggest stress that is put on my insulin site is when I'm hiking and biking or just being active. Often that's when my infusion sites are actually pulled out, simply because the stress is too much for my site to withstand. I think that a 360 mobility at my site, meaning my actual port could potentially spin, would actually mitigate some of that stress and hopefully stop some of those dislodged infusion sites. Thanks so much for allowing me to tell you some of my ideas. I have so many more, and I would love the opportunity to share with some of the innovators that are willing to help me live my life to the fullest. Thanks so much.